Yesterday was a very busy day as we saw pockets of protests taking place in various locations across the country, from Anambra to Lagos to Abuja and Ode. Citizens exercised their right to protest emphatically. In Onitsha, Anambra State, citizens rose up in opposition to Governor Soludo's declaration to close the Onitsha market for 1 week, following a defiance to comply with the order to end sit-at-home. Security operatives sealed all entrances to the Onitsha main market and gunshots could be heard. But this did not stop the crowd from gathering and singing songs in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. They chanted songs like, "Holy, holy, holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another savior." Well, still on the theme of protests, to Abuja now, where the National Industrial Court sitting in Abuja ordered workers under the Federal Capital Territory Administration to immediately call off their ongoing strike and return to their duty posts. The workers defied this order and continued protests yesterday, leading to the minister, Nyesom Wike, to make this particular statement.
We have been always disposed to have a dialogue. Like I told you, they have met with the management, they have met with the security agencies. What are the issues? We have tackled them for. But nothing, they give you this kind of no problem, nothing will happen before you know they're going to do a different thing. If genuinely, it's okay. We have seen what has gone, what has happened, then we'll talk. But if it's on blackmail, intimidation, I will not agree. If you like to hire all the civil servants in the whole world, take over Abuja, not my business.
All right, so we're seeing backlash in Anambra after the order that was made by the governor of the state. And I'm not sure if this is the level of backlash that people expected, especially the solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu, who we know yesterday was also denied his request to transfer prisons. And then to the FCT, where the minister is saying he's putting his foot down, that he has never been, he has never been against engaging in dialogue. So, what is all this about? Two different scenarios, but people coming out to the streets in two different parts of the country.
Well, in the case of Anambra, we raised a number of posers yesterday. That, yes, there is economic loss, as the Commissioner for Information Anambra Law Mefor pointed out. 8 billion lost every Monday in Anambra State. Collectively, the whole of the Southeast, by their calculations, about 19.1 billion lost because of sit-at-home. So the main argument is about the economic loss for state governments and for particularly Anambra, that wants to attract investment and encourage productivity. You can understand that. But the measure that has now been taken to shut down the main market for 1 week, okay, 8 billion times 7. That's even a way of compounding the problem. Apart from the basic fact that these traders, they are not civil servants. They run their business. They can decide on their own that they don't want to even go to market. But what they are responding to is pressure, is safety, and now they are lionizing, what's his name now? Nnamdi Kanu. So I think the way forward will be one of constructive, continued engagement with these traders to make them see that it is in their own interest for them to go to work for productive purposes to help the domestic economy. But government, state and federal, also has a responsibility to ensure that these traders, when they go to the market on Mondays, it doesn't amount to an exercise in self-immolation for them. What if they are attacked by the same characters who say markets should not open? Who will protect them? Is the state, capable of protecting them and making sure that they can trade, they can do their business, in a very peaceful, safe environment. So these are the issues here. It's also unfortunate that there was a report that they were tear gassed, they were attacked by security agents. Yes. Well, I don't think, it should go that far, because that will amount to alienating, the Onitsha market traders who once gave us beautiful literature, Onitsha market literature, which we can never forget in the study of Nigerian literature. So it's a very big cultural center. Quickly, as for the
Minister of FCTA.
The FCTA workers protesting, well, the place to resolve dispute, of course, the National Industrial Court. And they've gone to the National Industrial Court. The National Industrial Court has said they should suspend the strike. I think that association, that joint union action, should be suspended in obedience to what the court has said. And then other issues can be resolved. And that's why Minister Wike was talking about dialogue. There's something called collective bargaining. There is, whatever the problem is, the senior staff and the other people involved, they will just have to sit down with management and resolve whatever is out there. So I think to that extent, the minister is on terra firma to say whatever the problem is, let's dialogue.
Let's talk about
However, is addition to it that nobody can intimidate me, we will not succumb to blackmail, and that if you want to blackmail, it's none of my business. So it was sounding conciliatory on one hand, and then talk about blackmail, intimidation. That doesn't seem to show the true spirit, of a dialogue. But also in that particular case, there's no matter so difficult that cannot be resolved with dialogue and diplomacy.
Absolutely.
And I think people should talk to each other real quickly. If he cares to take it, my advice for Governor Soludo is go and open that market. It's not needed. I know, Governor Soludo, a lot of people will be telling you around you that if you open that market, it will look as though you have bulked the pressure and everything. Don't listen to them. You want your state to be safe. You don't want the rancor on the streets of your people. You don't want this to happen in Onitsha and people scampering around and police shooting tear gas. What if people were killed yesterday? That would be another blood on your neck. Go ahead and open the market. As regards the sit at home, see, we all know that criminal elements have hijacked the sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu has said many times in the courts that I do not support the sit at home. All right, yes, it started as a reaction, but they have now seen that the start of something, you don't know the end of the thing. As long as you cannot provide security for the people, which anyway, there's no way you can provide security for anybody in this country. There's no security in Nigeria. We are just all living by the grace of God. So as long as you know that, just allow these people trade. The question I keep asking the government, you think these people don't want to trade? You think they don't want to utilize and make more money on a Monday? They want to. You think they want to turn their Saturdays into like Mondays? Now they now walk up to Saturday. I think, but it's because it's the new normal. So until this simmer out, please, Governor Soludo, don't let people deceive you.
All right.
Just go there and fix.
There's no security in Nigeria, then disband the police and wait for the chaos that will come.
I'm not sure we're going to take it.
Let's give them some credit.
Dr. Abati, with due respect, I give the military and the police credit, but you and I know that there's no security in this country.
Okay.
Wait a minute, There's security in the country that they went to pick up 177 people, and after picking up the 177 people, the local government chairman begged the people in that village that please don't tell the world that they picked them up, that they went back to pick up another 6 people.
Well,
News, your fast, reliable, and simplified source for Nigeria news updates.